Alright, welcome back. So in this video we're going to talk about the 3D menu. So if I go to 3D, you can create a new 3D layer from File. We can merge 3D layers, export 3D layer, panorama, so import panorama, new panorama layer from selected layers, and then export panorama. Get more content, new 3D extrusion from selected layer, new 3D extrusion from selected path, new 3D extrusion from current selection, new mesh from layer, so postcard, mesh preset, depth map to, and volume, group objects, group all objects in scene, move object to ground plane, pack objects on ground plane, new tiled painting from layer, generate UVs, paint fall off, paint system, paint on target texture, select paintable areas, create painting overlay, split extrusion, apply cross section to scene, unify scene for 3D printing, simplify meshes, make work path from 3D layer, render 3D layer, render document to file, sketch with current brush, 3D printing, 3D print settings, and then 3D print. Okay, so that's the 3D menu. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Alright, welcome back. So in this video we're going to talk about the view menu. So the view menu, you have a variety of options, and there's not really examples to show, just to kind of review all the different options. So you have proof setup, proof colors, gamut warning, pixel aspect ratio, okay, pixel aspect ratio correction, 32-bit preview options, then you have zoom in, zoom out, fit on screen, fit layers on screen, fit artboard on screen, 100%, 200%, print screen, print size, actual size, flip horizontal, pattern preview, screen mode, okay, so standard screen mode, full screen mode, menu bar, and then full screen mode. Extras show, so you got layer edges, selection edges, target path, grid guides, canvas guides, artboard names, count, smart guide, slices, notes, pixel grid, pattern preview, tile bounds, 3D, secondary view, ground plane, lights and selection, UV overlay, 3D mesh, bounding, get box, mesh, edit pins, all, none, show extra options. Okay. Then you have rulers, snap, snap to, guides, grid, layers, slices, artboard, bounds, all and none, lock guides, clear selected artboard guides, clear canvas guides, new guide layout, new guides from shape, lock slices, clear slices, and then customize touch bar. Now that's a custom menu for a Mac with a touch bar, which I have on my laptop. So if you don't see that, that's why. Okay, so that is the view menu. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright, welcome back. So in this video we're going to talk about the plugins menu. So if I click on plugins, you can see we have a plugins panel, browse plugins, and manage plugins. So let's go to the plugins panel first. So get started by installing plugins to streamline your creative workflow. Okay. Also you can browse plugins, so we can go to Creative Cloud and kind of dive in and look at plugins here. You can select the app that you want to. So we want to look in Photoshop, make sure that you have the Photoshop icon on here. And then you can kind of go through, and they're rated by a 5-star system. So the higher the rating, the more reviews they probably have. I would still check out the rating. So they have 69 ratings. So out of 69 people, they gave it a 4.1 average, which is very good. You want to go for if you can do 5-star, 5 or 4 stars, fine, but also make sure that you actually need the tool. You know, that's the most important thing. So we're going to spend, in another section, I'm going to go into a deeper dive into this. Okay, so let's go back to Photoshop. And the last thing is manage plugins. So this is the plugins that are already installed, or actually could be installed, that are added to the plugins area by default, or they were downloaded by me and then I just need to install them. One or the other is the accurate information. So that is the plugins menu. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Alright, welcome back. So in this video we're going to talk about the window menu. So if I click on window, you can see a whole bunch of information here. And the bulk of this menu is panels. And I just want to give you a side note on that. We are going to do an entire section on this, and I'll go through a deep dive of each one to understand what they do, what their purpose is in Photoshop, and how you could use them, okay? So we're just going to do a summary of that right now. You can arrange the workspace the way you want, so you can tile all vertically, all horizontally, 2 up horizontal, 2 up vertical, 3 up horizontal, 3 up vertical, 3 up stacked, 4 up, 6 up, consolidate all the tabs, cascade, tile, float in windows, or float in window, float all in windows, match zoom, match location, rotation, all, new window for main menu tools - dock, okay, minimize and then bring all the front. Then you can do workspace. So we can do essentials, which is default, 3D, motion, painting, photography, graphic, and web, okay. Reset essentials, new workspace, delete workspace, keyboard shortcuts and menus, and then you can lock the workspace, okay. Then we have file extensions on Exchange. So this is another section that we're going to talk about later in more depth, going through extensions that you can add to Photoshop, because it's a very important thing to understand, but it's a more in-depth video than what I'm willing to put into it right this minute. But later on we'll have an extensions section where we talk about extensions, and I'll show you some really cool stuff. Alright, so then we have 3D, actions, adjustments, brush settings, brushes, channels, character styles, clone source, color, glyphs, gradients, histogram, history, info, layer comps, layers, libraries, measurement log, navigator, notes, paragraph styles, paths, patterns, properties, shapes, styles, swatches, timeline, tool presets, version history, application frame, options, tools, and then main menu tools -doc.psd cloud. Okay, so that is the window menu. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. All right, welcome back. So in this video we're going to talk about the help menu. So if I click on help, you can search for help. You can click on Photoshop help, hands-on tutorials for more learning above and beyond this course, what's new, system info, manage my account, sign out, and updates. So if you're looking for help, that's where you would do it. So that's the help menu. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. All right, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk about a summary of section 5, which is main menu. And we're going to talk about what we learned in this section. So we talked about the following. We talked about the file menu. Okay. We created a project here to work with, so we can test out some of the tools inside of the menus here. We talked about file, edit, image, layer, type, select, filter, 3D, view, plugins, window, and help. Okay, so that's a summary of section 5 main menu. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright, welcome to section 5 where we're going to talk about the main menu. So in this video, we're going to cover an overview of what we're going to be learning, and then we're also going to set up the project file to work with through the main menu and also for the tools section as well. So we're going to talk about file, edit, image, layer, type, select, filter, 3D, view, plugins, window, and help. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to go to file, let's do new, and we're going to do a 7 by 5 inch default Photoshop document. Let's do file, save as, and we'll save that to the cloud, and we'll call this main menu tools document. We'll call it doc. Okay, so I'll save that. So now it's saved in the cloud, and that's the overview for section 5 main menu, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Alright, welcome back. So in this video we're going to talk about the file menu. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's click on File, and let's talk about the File menu. So you can see here we have a variety of options. You can do New, Open, Browse and Bridge, Open as a Smart Object, Open Recent Documents, Close, Close All, Close Others, Close and go to Bridge, Save, Save As, Revert, Export, Generate, Share, Invite, Share on Behance, Share, Search Adobe Stock, Place Embedded, Place Linked, Package, Automate, Scripts, Import, Import from iPhone or iPad, File Info, Version History, Print, and Print one copy. So let's go ahead and let's work through this. And what I want to do is do File New first and talk about that. So you have two options here when you create a new document, which we talked about in the home screen or the home section, the welcome page I call it. When we create a file, it just creates the file as an untitled document, right? And then when you save as, it gives you the option to save to the cloud documents or save on your computer. Okay, so you have two options once you do that. Now, if we do open, this is going to by default use the setting that you previously did. Now I talked about this during the cloud documents video, where if your previous action was, when the last time you had Photoshop open, it was run with a cloud document, then this would show up by default, okay? Because Photoshop is saving your actions and then adjusting your settings to that experience. So that way you always have the same experience when you're opening files. If you're a cloud doc person, then it's going to always open up in documents, cloud documents. If you do local files on your computer, then it's going to change to that. As long as that's your last action, that's what will show up. If you're a hybrid like I am, I like to do both. I do local files and cloud files as well. Then it'll show both. Okay, so whatever your previous action was, and our previous action was a cloud document, which we made main menu tools doc. Okay, so that was the file that we made in the previous video, and so our last setting was a cloud document. That's why the cloud documents popped up. Okay, so this is how you open a file with the cloud documents using File Open. And for your computer, you would just click on your computer, and to go back to open on cloud documents, just click here, open cloud documents. Then you select the document and it'll open up. Okay. Then we can browse and bridge. So bridge is kind of like a central location for all your files related to Adobe Creative Cloud. Really, the cloud documents are replacing this. And so I'm not really going to go into too much depth into that. Open as a smart object. So if you wanted to work with a smart object would be, for an example, would be if you bring in a vector image from Illustrator, it gives you the ability to open it as a smart object, where it will preserve the features and the resolution that you created in Illustrator even after you bring it into Photoshop. Okay. Open recent. Okay, so it's going to give you the option to open your most recent documents, and you can see here we have a cloud document, main menu tools, doc.psdc for Photoshop document cloud, and then doc2, which is a Photoshop document, and then doc2 Photoshop document cloud, and doc1 Photoshop document cloud. Okay, we can close. So if I click close, we'll just close. Okay. Then we can do close all, so that'll close everything. Okay. We can also do close others, close and go to bridge. Okay. We can save when we make a change on our file, then we'll be able to save. So for an example, let's go ahead and let's just do this real quick. I'm going to grab the layers panel here and add a new layer, and then I'll draw a rectangle, and then we'll fill it with color. So let's go ahead and find the paint bucket tool, bring it in there, go right here. If we hit Command D on the Mac, Control D on the PC, Command D on the Mac, that will deselect, and now we have something to save. Okay, now I just changed that, so let me undo that, and now we can save. Okay, because I did Command S to save. I'm jumping ahead. on myself in real time. Come on, man. And then you can do save as, so we can save this as a different document with the same content in there. We can revert back, we can export. So you can export as a PNG, export as, export preferences. You can save for the web. So an example of this would be, you can save it as a PNG, a GIF, JPEG, PNG 8, PNG 24, and W bitmap. Okay, those are the different formats you can choose from when saving to the web. We can generate image assets. We can share, invite, share or Behance, search Adobe stock, place embedded, place linked, package, automate. Okay, we can run scripts, import from iPhone or iPad. Okay, file info, version history, print, and print one copy. Okay, so that in a nutshell is the file menu. Make sure that your document is saved up here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk about the edit menu. So if I click on edit, you can see undo deselect. We can redo deselect, toggle the last state. We can copy, we can paste, and if I select this with Command T, I should be able to, nope, it disconnects everything. Okay. Cut is kind of a hard one to use with a shape, but if we do text, we'll use long ransom, that's fine. I can do cut, I can do paste. Okay. Then we can select this again. Okay, and then I can paste again. And then hit OK. We can also do search. We can check spelling, find and replace text, fill, stroke, and content-aware fill. So if I select a layer with all that data on it, okay, then I can actually do that. So fill, we can adjust the fill. I'm going to do that with Command Z and then Command S to save. We can do stroke, so you can set the stroke. Okay. We can do content-aware scale, puppet warp, perspective warp, free transform, which is Command T. So this will just grab a layer and give you the ability to transform it, so you can move it around, rotate it, make it bigger, make it smaller, whatever you need to do, and then you can line it up to 180 degrees. Right there. Okay. We have sky replacement. So that's one of the new features that they have in Photoshop. Define brush preset, define pattern, define custom shape, purge. When I clicked out of it, clipboard, history is all video cache, Adobe PDF presets, preset manager, migrate presets, export, import presets, remote connections, color settings, assign profile, convert to profile, keyboard shortcuts, menus, toolbars, and start dictation. All right, so that's the edit menu. So let's go ahead and save, because you can see the little star here. So I'm going to save that with Command S on the Mac, Control S on the PC. That's the edit menu, so thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. All right, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk about the image layer. So if we look at the image layer here, we have a variety of options. You can look at mode. So we can do grayscale, index color, RGB, CMYK, lab, color, multi-channel, 8-bit channel, 8 bits channel, 10 bits channel, and then 32 bits channel. Okay. So if you're doing digital content like web or video, you want it to be RGB. If you're doing print, then you want to do CMYK. All right, so adjustments. So these are commonly used when you have an image, okay? So these are basically, obviously because it's called the image menu, right? So brightness and contrast, levels, curves, exposure, vibrance, hue, saturation, color balance, black and white, photo filter, channel mixer, color lookup, invert, posterize, threshold, gradient map, selective color, shadows and highlights, HDR toning, desaturate, match color, replace color, and equalize. Okay, so these are all image effects and things that you can use to really adjust images. Now, you don't have to just use it for images. You can use it for anything. So if we select hue and saturation, okay, and you'll notice that we have a black layer here. So if I change this color, okay, so we can colorize, okay. So let's change it to purple, okay, or like like a dark purple, okay. So that's how you can adjust with the hue and saturation, okay. Actually, that's not hue and saturation. I just did brightness and contrast. But you can also do auto tone, you can do auto contrast, you can do auto color, okay. Now what that's going to do is if you have an image of somebody, and let's say you have horrible lighting for whatever reason, okay, you just take a random picture, the Photoshop is going to auto-correct that image for you. Okay, so let's hit Command S to save that. So we can do that. We can also do image size, okay, so you can adjust the size of the canvas, okay. We can also do canvas size, okay, so it's 2100 pixels by 1500 pixels, okay. We can do image rotation, so you can rotate it 180 degrees, 90 degrees clockwise, 90 degrees counterclockwise, arbitrary, flip canvas horizontal, flip canvas vertical. Now you shouldn't have to do this. This should be set up at the beginning when you do your setup for documents, okay. Crop, we can crop the rectangle or the image, we can trim, reveal all, duplicate, apply image, calculations, variables define, apply data set, trap, and then analysis. So set measurement scale, select data points, ruler tool, count tool, and place scale marker. Okay, so that's the image menu. Thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next video. Alright, welcome back. So in this video we're going to talk about layer menu. So with the layer menu, you're essentially working with this. Okay, but you're doing it in the menu instead of in the panel, okay? But you'll notice that a lot of the same commands here, in fact all of them, are the same as this. So we're essentially learning the layer panel and also the layer menu, okay? So you'll notice when I do it here, okay, I can do new layer. It's a little bit different here. So we can do new layer, layer from background, group from layers, artboard from group, artboard from layers, frame from layers, and convert to frame, okay? So when I create a new layer, it just shows up here. You mark it whatever you want, okay? And then we can do layer from background, okay? Then we can do copy CSS if there is any. We can do group, we can do group from layers, artboard. So a group is just a folder. So I can do group 1, okay? But I can just make folders here. They call it a group because what you can do is you can grab the layers, hold shift here, and we can grab a couple layers and then put it in a group, okay? And now I can turn all of those on and off. That's why it's a group, okay? Then we have artboard. So you can move artboards around. This is really used for books, websites where you want to build multiple pages. Anything where you need to outline something, you'd use an artboard. Okay, wireframe something, plan out something with multiple scenes. You could even do it with video. Storyboards, you could use an artboard for that to do storyboards. Okay, so the other thing too is layer via copy. So you can copy a layer. You can just right click and do that here also. So you can do it in either area, but I recommend for the most part doing all of your actions from the actual layers panel, just because it's easier because it's right here and you can see exactly what it's going to do. Okay, so we have copy CSS if there is any, copy SVG, duplicate group, delete group, hidden layers, export. Well, quick export is PNG, export as, rename group, layer style, okay? So you can give it all these different styles, okay? You can also do that right here. So this is the, and actually these are the effects. No, that's the layer style, okay. Same thing there. And then also here, you can create a new fill or adjustment layer. Okay. So you have the ability to create all this right here or do it inside the layer menu as well. Okay, so you have the new fill layer here, okay, adjustment layer here, okay, layer mask, vector mask, create clipping mask, smart objects, video layers, that's a newer one, okay, rasterize, okay, group layers, ungroup layers, hide layers, arrange, so bring to front, forward, backwards, and to back, combine shapes, align layers to artboard, okay, distribute, lock all layers in group, link layers, select link layers, merge group, merge visible, flatten image, and matting. Okay, so that's the layer menu. Again, this is just a summary and also using a live example here so you can get a better idea of how these tools work. We're going to go more in depth as we do projects. We'll come back here and we'll really utilize a lot of these tools. So this is more of just a summary and overview of those tools so you're familiar when we talk about them again. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. All right, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk about the type layer. So let's go ahead and go to type layer, not type layer, type menu. And before we do that, let's go ahead and grab the horizontal type tool. Okay. Let's grab that and then let's write out some text. So let's just do, this is some text. Okay. And then go to the type menu. More from Adobe Fonts. Panels. So character panel, paragraph panel, glyphs panel, character styles panel, and then paragraph styles panel. So let's open all those up. So you have characters panel, so the font, the type of font, so regular, bold, italic, the size, okay. And then more style in here. Okay. For paragraph, this is where you can align it. So you can do left line, center, right line. Justify left, justify centered, and justify right. And then justify all. Okay, so you have character and paragraph for that. Then you have glyphs panel, okay, which is like special characters. Okay, so you have all these special characters here and then everything else as well. But it's different languages, different symbols, all sorts of stuff that you need. And you can change the font. Okay, so if you go to like noteworthy, okay, and then you can see all the glyphs that they have there. Let's close that. Then we also have character style panels, okay, and then paragraph style panels. Okay. Let's close that. And tab group, there we go. Okay, then you have anti-alias, orientation, so you can do horizontal or vertical. You can create a work path, convert to shape, rasterize type layer, convert to paragraph text, warp text, match font, font preview size, language options, update all text layers, manage missing fonts, paste lorem ipsum, load default type styles, and then load default, save default type styles. All right, so that is the type menu. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk about the select menu. So if I go to select, we can select all layers. Okay. Now let's open up the layers panel here so we can really see what's going on. So when you select all, it's going to draw this perimeter around the whole canvas. Okay. So if I do deselect all, then I'll take that away. But if I select all and hit delete, so it cannot complete your request to delete everything. And the reason for that is you only have the text selected. So the best way to delete things is just go over to the layers panel here, select what you want to delete, and then delete it. Okay? You can go to select, deselect all. You can do select all layers. Okay? Deselect all layers. Find layers, isolate layers, color range, focus area, subject, sky, select a mask, modify. So these are menus that you would have if you had a certain project, like an image, specifically this one for sky. You know, change the sky. Grow, similar, edit in quick mask mode, transform selection, which gives you the ability to do this. Okay, so if I hit Command T on the Mac, Control T on the PC, you can shrink it down, bring it back. That's the transform tool. Okay. You can load a selection, you can save a selection, and then also do a new 3D extrusion. Okay. So that is the select menu. So let's do file save. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright, welcome back. So in this video we're going to talk about the filter menu. So the filter menu has a whole bunch of filters that you can add to your project. So we can convert to 4 smart filters. We can do the last filter if we were using one. We could select that and then it would show up. We can do neutral filters, filter gallery, adaptive wide angle, camera, raw filter, lens correction, liquify, vanishing point. Then you have 3D, so you have generate bump, generate normal map. Okay, you have blur, so average, blur, blur more, box blur, Gaussian, lens, motion, radial, shape, smart, and surface blur. Okay, so let's just do a regular blur here. I'll tell you what, let's make a new layer. Okay, and then let's draw a rectangle. And then fill that, and then we'll blur that. Okay, so we'll deselect that with Command D, and then let's go to filter and let's do blur. Box blur. There you go. So we'll just do, let's do 50. You can do whatever you want, but I just want to show you some effects. So you can also do distort, so let's do like a twirl. There you go. Okay. And then let's do, you can do stylize, so let's do emboss. Okay. Okay. You can do video and then you can do other. Okay. So that is the filter menu. All right, and then a live example. So let's make sure we save. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.